back to another episode of Tyler's Room. We got a special guest, GSK.
What's good, bro?
It's first time meeting this nigga.
Straight like that. Yeah.
All right, yo, so let's dive right into it. Let's start off with who you are and shit.
All right, so I'm GSK, 950 Taliban, the leader, all of that. I've been making music for a long time, maybe since I was like 9 years old, around there. My older brother was in the music scene and shit like that, so I always had a keen ear to what I wanted to do. And I was never one of those niggas that wanted to wake up and work a 9 to 5 at all, ever. Never could be that nigga. Not even just because, like, it's a slow process. It's like, you want $1 million or you want to get a Camry? I don't want a fucking Camry. I don't want a Bentley either. I want land. I want property. I want to live a nice life.
I feel attacked. I work a 9 to 5.
Bro, I work a 9 to 5 too, but we got to get it by any means. So, like, a 9 to 5 is your hustle. A 9 to 5 is your work. If you trapping, your 9 to 5 is your trap. You know what I mean? So it's like, keep it like that. Don't shit on nothing because we all start somewhere and then we got to get somewhere else. So straight like that. I'm 19 years old. I've been making music in the scene up here around maybe like 4 years. I don't really fuck with a lot of people.
You said up here, so where did you start?
Honestly, bro, I've been making music in different areas. Like, I used to live in the city for a little bit with my older brother. And, like, I always had a nice following in the Bronx type shit. But over here, it's been weird for me. Like, the music is inconsistent when it comes to niggas up here. Like, if they not listening to one thing, they listening to another. And if they not listening to you, they listening to someone else. So it's like, you gotta keep that mix. Straight like that.
So back to you and your name and shit, GSK. What's that stand for?
So let me tell you something. I never wanted that to be my rap name. Ever. My older brother and them was making fun of me when I was younger. They was like, shut up, you fat little nigga. GSK, Grand Supreme K, from fucking Dragon Ball Z. So niggas I
figured that's what that was, bro.
And I was just ran with it. It was like, alright, whatever. I'm just gonna chop all the extra shit and just label it down to GSK. And the 950 are numbers that I always see. I always see 9, I always see 5, and I always see 0. When I was in the studio one time, I was recording. And then, like, I just did some weird-ass ad-lib, and I said 950 mad loud. And the time was 950, so I was like, oh, yeah, this is some shit I got to run with, straight like that.
That's some spooky spiritual
Super
shit.
OD, and I'm not a spiritual nigga, so, like, when I saw that, I was like, all right, maybe this is something for me to click off of. Word up.
Have you ever looked it up, like, into the 950?
Nah.
I know when you always see a set of numbers, those are, like, your angel numbers.
Word.
You never looked it up?
Nah, bro.
You want to look it up right now?
Hell yeah.
Let's look it up, bro. Go ahead.
Facts.
So you know I'm not fronting. And then you're going to read it, it's going to blow your fucking mind right now, son. Just type in 950 angel numbers.
Got to see what that's hitting for.
He never knew, bro. It's about to be
Never.
Crazy
I've
shit.
never been on no spiritual shit.
So you see it right now,
Yeah,
right?
angel number 950 is a message from the angels that you are being fully supported with your life choices and divine soul. Damn, that's insane.
See?
Angel number 950 resonates with your life purpose and your duties as a light worker. Whoa. I gotta get into that shit.
And what was he just saying before he read all that shit about the 9 to 5 and all that shit?
That's crazy.
See?
Wow. Take that and turn that into a whole ideology right there. Run over
First time meeting him, we linked. I put him onto some spiritual shit, and now it's all resonating with him different right now.
And it's just clicking different. Like, it's not even, it's hitting home. It's touching bases. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird, but it's not weird at the same time. You got to be open-minded to that kind of shit. I've never been into no spiritual shit before like that.
Nah, me neither.
Not even. That's insane, bro. I fuck with that.
Yeah, so back to the music shit and what you said about rappers around, like, Dutchess County areas, what you're referring to, right?
Yeah.
Being inconsistent, like, what rappers around here do you find consistent and you
Alright, so I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. There are a lot of local lame ass niggas up here.
Absolutely.
And a lot of clout chasing, dick pulling, ass touching ass niggas. I don't fuck with none of that shit. I fuck with you if you humble and if you real. If I sense fake pretenses already off rip, it's clipped. I don't want to do a song with you. I don't want to be in the studio with you. I don't want to be in the environment with you. I fuck with my boy Hoffa. I fuck with my son G-Rock. I fuck with Chavo. I fuck with all them niggas that came from WAP and shit like that. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Back when I first started off, a lot of these niggas tried to charge me. And Hoffa's my man. But he definitely tried to charge me for a feature.
Come on, bro.
And then we definitely made juice and that shit popped.
Don't tell me it was Juice he tried to charge you for.
Nah, not even, bro.
Okay.
It was back in the day. He ain't know me yet. But then my name started ringing bells, and then that was my bro. So we got up, we clicked, and that's my man. You feel me? Out of all the niggas up here that I say I've made music with, Hoffa is the only nigga that I enjoyed making music with in the studio, you feel me? Because there was never no weird vibes. It was always some love, you feel me? And like, I respected it. He had to charge me at first because he ain't know me, but he never charged me, you feel me? It came across like, yo, my manager's gonna make me charge you. And I was like, all right, bro, we get up when we get up. And then we got up on Juice and then it happened, you feel me? So that's one artist. My son, Delroy, his name.
Delroy, Brown?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me tell you something about that.
But I fuck with him.
Let me tell you something about that nigga. Me and Delroy known each other since we was like 4 years old. So, understanding this, we came from going to middle school, going to summer camp, going to elementary school, being nerd-ass, sherm-ass niggas when we was younger and shit like that, to finding a lane that we can excel in and speed in. Because before we was doing, well, I was always doing music. Before he started making music, we was throwing parties together up here. We was throwing a lot of parties in the year of 2017 to the beginning of 2018. I'm talking about a party every weekend. If it wasn't a telly, it was a big house banger or some shit like that. And like, it really started the little movement that we had, in a sense like, niggas are either gonna follow, they're gonna watch, or they're gonna hate. But if they're doing all three, you're doing something right. And we was doing something right. And I don't see Delroy as much, but that's my man. So every time I see him, we get up, we go to the studio, we just listen to beats, we chop it up, we just do what we do. I'm not one of them niggas who into the semantics like, yo, bro, you want to chill, smoke? Nah, bro. I want to go get this work done. I want to go get this business done. I don't want to be around all the naysaying, all the fuck shit, because that's how you get too much time on your hands. You get distracted. And if you're not really going 24/7, 365 times 9 million, you're not really going at all. Straight like that. And there's a lot of niggas in this area musically that I could shout out. Like, shout out my son Keith from Beacon. Always been a cool ass nigga. Shout out Tony E. He's a cool ass nigga. And shout out Jig Nice too. I known Jig Nice for a minute. He's a cool ass nigga. Always been a cool ass nigga, even when he was hooping, you feel me? So showing love to everybody out there. 845 is full of a lot of good talent. And then there's a lot of niggas who we don't want to talk about.
Nah, that's a fact. So back to when you were saying you and Delroy threw mad parties up here. Where around up here?
Yo, bro. Alright. So the first like fake function we threw was at the Hawthorne Suite in Fishkill.
Right.
Right.
The shit with the 2 floors, right?
Yeah. And we was doing like 2 of those every weekend. Like every weekend, packing it out. Wasn't charging niggas to get in, none of that. But then we got a crib on North Clinton Street in Poughkeepsie. I think it was like 103 North Clinton. Boom. 3-bedroom apartment, 800 people. Every 2 parties.
God damn.
And we do like 3 parties, but every time we did them, the parties would only go for like an hour to 2 hours because the boys would be out there.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie. The first one we threw had that whole block shut down. They had one cop sitting right there with the car, another cop sitting right there with the car, trying to come up in the crib and shit. It's crazy. And then that was before they made the law where now police can't bother you for parties and shit like that. But yo, they was just kicking in the door and shit, trying to get niggas for no reason. When niggas was just chilling, having fun, you feel me?
Some young nigga shit.
OD, some real young nigga shit.
You ever heard of The Cage? Out here in Rock? Damn, bro. So fucking, like, almost every guest I had up here always brought up The Cage, son. So I figured you around here, you probably knew. But it was a party that we threw in the fucking, I just found out, you know DJ Neptune, right?
Yeah.
I just had found out when I had him up here that it was him and his friends that was starting it. Like, they would get mad wood and shit because it's in the woods, like, deep in the, like, 15 minutes in the woods, bro.
Word.
And they would, like start a bonfire, bring music and shit out there. And, like, I'd say at least, like, 400 kids will pull up, son, like, every time.
That's what's up. That's crazy. Shout out to DJ Neptune, too.
Yeah, shout out DJ Neptune.
Because I'm not going to hold you. Back for a couple of the parties, he did DJ some of those for us. So shout that man's out right there, best believe.
That's what's up. Yeah, he real solid dude.
Yeah, you're a cool nigga.
So back to the music shit and the music you made up here. Like, what's your favorite song that you did with or without someone?
My favorite song I made with somebody would be Juice. And a song we got in the cut that I can't tell niggas about. All right. But best believe it's gonna come and it's gonna knock niggas' heads off.
Yeah, I'm not gonna front.
Best
After
believe.
I did Hoffa's interview and I put Juice at the end, cause I always knew the song, but it wasn't until I edited it. I don't know if I said that right, but and I listened to it like 1,000 times, cause in the process of you editing, you know, you gotta listen to it mad times. Bro, that shit grew on me so heavy, and bro, you can ask my girl in the room, son. That was the only shit I was bumping for the longest, bro. Like, yo, for like 2.5 weeks straight, that was the only shit I was bumping.
Best believe, I appreciate that,
yeah, bro. That's why.
Let me tell you how that song came about. Hoffa was like, yo, bro, what you doing? I'm like, I'm chilling right now. I just got off work. He was like, I'm in the studio. Pull up. So I wrote a verse for Juice. Didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It was fire, but I ain't fuck with it. It was like, yo, honestly, fuck that. I'm just going to the booth. Now I got in the booth, maybe 2 takes, straight freestyle, got it down instant, straight like that. I'm not one of those niggas, like if I can't write to the beat, I'm going in there, I'm freestyling it. I'll do 10, 15 takes just to see which one sound the best. So it's all about ethic.
Yeah, bro, that shit sounds.
GSK got in the booth, put out the sniper, you know I'm gonna shoot.
So what you said about, like, you don't want to do a show up here because there's so many artists and shit, that's what I was saying to Harfo, because, like you said, like, there's so many, like, mixy, inconsistent rappers that it's like almost oversaturated in a way. And I felt like what I said to him was, sometimes, because I was a rapper too, but I don't like telling people that, because
I feel you.
I didn't really feel like I liked it, but like I wasn't going 100%.
Your heart wasn't really in it.
Yeah, and it was
just
like
a little hobby.
Yeah, and it was like I wanted people to look at me as a rapper so bad because I thought my shit was hot. But in reality, I put out so much music and it wasn't getting good feedback that I realized, all right, so maybe this shit ain't for me. Don't you feel like sometimes people need to be told that?
I'm not gonna lie to you. Not everybody's meant to be a rapper.
Right.
Just because you see one nigga do it, don't do it. If your heart not in it, don't go into it. That's what nurses do, you feel me? If somebody want to be a nurse, they go into that mindset like, yo, I'm coming to save people. I'm not here to get that $47 an hour, you feel me? They come in with the mindset like, I'm here to make a change. I'm here to make a difference. Right. So if you making music and you just doing it for the payola, get out of here. We don't got time for niggas like you. You niggas is leeches, and we gonna burn y'all straight like that. Make no sense.
That's a fact.
Don't come take my spot just because you want to get food on your plate. There's a million ways to make money, my nigga. Don't make money off the music because you just want to make money. Nigga, your heart's supposed to be in everything you do. Like, you can't wake up in the morning and get fly one day and then you be a bum the next day. Like, even if you're going to be a bum, you got to be a fly bum mentally, you feel me? You can't sit around waiting for the next man to put you on when you got to put yourself on, straight like that. And that's what music is. A lot of niggas wait for this thing right here called a handout. And, nigga, you waiting on that, you're going to be 34 years old doing the same shit you was doing in high school. Straight like that.
That's a fact.
Straight like that.
That's a good gem. I'm about to clip that, what he just said, and that's going to be the first skit I put out for this whole interview.
Heard.
Because that's a fact. That's why,
real life shit.
Bro, because
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Let me keep it a stack with you. I've been around so many niggas who been doing this music shit, bro, and they still doing the same shit they been doing since they was in high school, bro. And now you, what, 21, 22, 23, going on 24? My nigga, you gotta pick it up, bro. Age don't matter, but let me tell you something. Nav is 30 years old, and it took him like 8 years to blow up. You know why? Because one, Nav make music for simp niggas. Straight like that. He makes some heat, but it's for simple-minded niggas, bro. So when you're not doing something out of the box, niggas are never gonna look at you and think about you. Why you think you got everybody dying in here getting face tats? You do that kind of shit, you get put in that box, my nigga. You're supposed to break barriers. You're supposed to break levels. You're supposed to really jump up on these niggas, like, straight like that. Like Mario, bro. You see that mushroom and you go up, you feel me? Straight like that. Like, you're not really supposed to be on the same shit these other niggas supposed to be on.
That's a fact. And I definitely hear what you're saying right now in your music, because when I heard it, I was like, is this even this nigga? And then I started listening to more and more. I was like, all right, yeah, I got it. Like, he just got his own sound.
Word. Much. And you know what's crazy? A lot of niggas have always told me, like, I sound like a bunch of people. And I'm like, that's funny how you could say something like that when you niggas make the same music everybody else make. Like, see, like, it's a hate thing, but it's a love thing at the same time. I like real feedback. I don't like that, yo, this shit is fire. Nah, nigga, tell me my shit is ass so I can go in the studio and rework that and make it 10 times better. I'm not one of them niggas who cry if a nigga say my shit doo-doo. It's doo-doo to you, but then I got 10 other ears listening. So
that's one thing I was gonna say, like going deeper and deeper into music and like just listening to all different types of music. There really is like no bad music. It just don't pertain to the certain ears.
Exactly. And if you're making music for a certain ear, you leaving a whole bunch of other people out. It's all about growing with your music. You're supposed to be hearing different angles every time. Like, if I could reach 10 people right here and I could reach 10 people over there with different sounds, I'd rather do that instead of just going to one group of people that are like 500 deep and they just like my song because it sounds like some other shit everybody else hears. Like, that shit is annoying to me, bro. Like, stay in your own lane. Find your own way and go hard. Don't be what everybody else want to be, nigga. Once Lil Yachty dyed his hair red, everybody was dyeing their hair red. Everybody tried to start being Atlanta when all the young niggas took over. So it's like, it's weird, bro. If you're from New York, bro, keep it New York, but give it your own twist. If you're from Atlanta, keep it Atlanta and give it your own twist. It's all about showing love. with your music at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're not showing love with your music, no one's gonna show love to your music. Straight like that.
That's a fact. So, just to dabble more into the music,
Yeah.
in your mind, who was someone that not inspired you, but you could like not look into, but you know what I'm trying to say, like.
Definitely got a lot of inspirations coming to music. Shout out Max B, of course, Free the Wave, one of the GOATs right there. Every mixtape. There's not one bad Max B mixtape at all.
What's your favorite Max B song?
Honestly, you want me to keep it a stack with you? It's either gonna be Tattoos on Her Ass or it's gonna be I'm So High. Straight like that.
That's a good one.
Straight like that.
My two favorites, because I don't have one favorite. My two favorites are $1 Million Baby and fucking what's that shit called? Married to the Mob.
Married to the Mob is hard. And
I
I'm gonna
like
tell you
that
one
shit.
thing about Max B. Max B used to write a lot of niggas' music.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas don't know that though. Niggas do not know that. That's why Max B is the GOAT. I'm gonna give it up to Kanye as well. Not right now. That nigga's lost in the sauce. I don't know what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah, I don't know what's good.
But shout out Ye. I've always been a fan of Ye. The first album I ever purchased myself was Graduation. So I've always had that like, alright, my nigga, Kanye went from a producer to being a rapper to being an artist.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? It's all the dream right there, and he was selling niggas' dreams.
Right.
So it's always been some shit like that. You feel me?
He's got a good like a good story as far as how.
Yeah, it's a nice background story, and other than that, I drew up Cameron, all the Dipset.
It's crazy you
all
say
the Dipset.
that. I've been listening to Dipset forever, ever since his birthday, like last week or some shit like that. That's the only shit I've been playing,
Bro.
Heavy in rotation.
Dipset, hands down, Hell Rel, all of them niggas, go straight like that.
Who's your favorite New York rapper of all time?
My favorite New York rapper
This
of all
is a
time.
3-part question, by the way.
Alright, so I'm gonna give it to you like this. When it comes to lyricism and it comes to being that nigga, we gonna give it to Big and Big L.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just leave it there.
Okay. That's the first. That's the first for both of them up here, bro.
Yeah.
I had about 10 guests before you. That's
How many
the
niggas
first
said
one.
Davies?
No one said Davies.
Good. Davies is fire, but a lot of niggas be like, yo, Davies.
Nah, because
he's top now.
This is the point of the 3-part question.
Word.
So that's of all time. Now, who's your favorite New York rapper right now?
Right now, I'm not gonna lie, he's an underground artist, but he's from Atlanta and New York. His name is 645 AR. That shit right there, like you wouldn't even believe it because it sounds so crazy until you listen to it. Straight like that. He's not even a rapper, bro. He's an artist, bro. But in the terms of bar for bar, I gotta give it to my nigga Jim Jones. Jim Jones.
Bar for bar?
Yeah, and I'll tell you why.
But this is the right now though.
Yeah, no, he's clicking right now.
Okay.
Jim Jones dropping heat. Every project he's dropped recently has outshined anything Cameron has dropped lately. And I'll tell you why. Jim Jones.
I got something to contest this, but
Go ahead. Jim Jones was kept in the cut for so long for a reason because he didn't have the stardom potential just like Cam did. You feel me?
Right.
Cam was a star off rip. But hard work beats talent every day.
No, absolutely.
Every day. And Jim Jones proved that.
But you know what other New York native has been dropping consistent albums that's been hard? Every single one?
Talk to me.
Styles P.
Styles P, hands down, one of the best MCs alive, but I'll tell you this about Styles P. I like Styles P's music because he's so gutter and he's so grimy. But when it comes to Styles P's always been shitting on niggas.
Right.
Regardless.
So you looking at him like from like a Jay-Z standpoint. Like
Yes.
You can't really compare him to
like
other
you
people.
can't compare him to other New York niggas. That's like saying, that's like being like, all right, who's better, Styles or Jada?
See, you can't do that.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do that. Like you could, but at the same time, Styles and Jada are basically the same niggas with just different heads.
Right.
Straight like that. So
Nah,
you really can't ponder on who's better, who's this, who's that. Like it's crazy. It's wild. But Styles P definitely been going hard. He always been going hard forever. That last project he dropped was stupid. Ridiculous.
Yo, your face when you said that, like you felt that shit. Like
Nah, because like when Styles P rap and like Jada Kiss rap, you feel that shit bar for bar because one, that's some shit you grew up on.
that should make your hair stand up.
Yeah,
Like, for real.
exactly. Because it's like, all right, this is another New York man, another New York nigga going through the same shit I was going through or the same shit the people I'm around been going through, and you could feel that shit. Like you could feel, like when G Herbo rap, you could feel that drill shit. You could feel that pain. You could feel all that. You hear Styles P, you can hear that New York pain. You feel me? That's all it's about. If you from New York, you gotta bring the pain.
That's a fact.
Straight like that.
Yeah, that's why New York pretty much started this rap shit.
Yo, bro, I'm not gonna hold you. It go back to Africa Bambaataa. It go back deep. It goes back deep.
Who's your favorite? You said this nigga Africa. Who's your favorite like artist from back then?
From New York?
Yeah, it don't gotta be from New York. Like some, you said what you grew up on, like styles and shit. So someone you grew up on.
Someone I grew up on. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Niggas are gonna hate this question, hate this answer. Real shit. French Montana. I'll tell you why. I never really listened to French Montana until my older cousin used to scoop me all the time. I was like 9 years old. Always had some new Frenchie on. I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this? This nigga voice mad nasally and shit. Nigga just sound crazy. When I heard Chopper Chopper Down, I was like, oh yeah, nah, this nigga's the GOAT.
Bro, and when around Chopper Chopper, around that time, bro, every mixtape or album he put out was fire, bro. Around that
every
time.
collab project,
yes,
like the
bro.
project he did with Waka was stupid.
Yes, bro.
Like,
You talking about
even know.
What's that? Lockdown.
Yes,
that shit was fire. Bro. Like that shit, you can't skip no songs on that.
No,
like probably
it's just
now.
like Wiz. You can't skip no Wiz song on any of them old projects. You can't skip shit on Cabin Fever.
Nope.
You can't skip none of that shit.
Nope.
Straight like that. That was music. That's music right there. Yeah, nowadays we got a lot of niggas just.
It's crazy how the music changed because back then when those type of rappers were dropping shit and even like the underground shit that was popping then that's like super mainstream now, it was like just so like authentic and different. Like it wasn't so repetitive like how it is now in the industry. Like
and like the repetition in the industry is like, how can I take this nigga's flow and sound better than him? That's how niggas think. Like, that's not original.
Alright, so name 2 rappers, like a rapper that originated the flow and then the rapper that blew off of their flow.
Bankroll Fresh, Lil Yachty. Straight like that.
Oh shit.
Even Lil Yachty, you said it in the interview before. It's like, yeah, I ripped that nigga shit because that nigga hard. Straight like that. Bankroll Fresh, that nigga.
The best example I have is Young Thug and then Saw Baby.
And now let me tell you something about Young Thug and Saw Baby. Young Thug is like Pablo Escobar. Saw Baby's like one of his little sicarios, one of his little hitman. But when you listen to them, you see the 2 parallels in their music. You see how Young Thug is living in the trenches, but he's living in a high-end version of the trenches.
Right.
You see how Saw Baby's still in the hood. Feel me? But he's still kicking shit because Saw Baby right there, nobody's touching Saw Baby. Nobody touching Young Thug. Straight like that. Their pens are different.
Yep.
But they got the same sound. But Saw Baby sound like a more clear version of Young Thug. Then when you listen to Young Thug, you hear that shit like, oh yeah, that shit hit. Some crazy shit.
Young Thug is like you said before, like uncomparable. Like he's the originator of what he does.
Facts. And let me tell you something about Young Thug. Also, I was listening to Young Thug in 2011, 2012, 2013. Before Danny Glover, I was listening to the 1017 Young Thug mixtape with Gucci Mane. Favorite song by Young Thug to this day is called Bricks. Straight like that. And that's because Young Thug came such a long way in the sense of like, yo, this nigga had blonde dreads. This nigga been doing weird shit. And he been in the streets. And it's just like, Young Thug really is one of those voices and artists of the generation that are going to have niggas looking back years ahead. Like, you gonna hear that shit at cookouts when your kids are grown.
Oh, yo, you remember that Young Thug?
They're like, oh, shit.
That's
you remember that chat nigga? Like, oh, yeah, straight like that. Young Thug is one of them niggas. Yeah, just like Future.
Yeah, I just had put yesterday on my feed, is Young Thug a legend? That shit was yes. Like, very few knows. Like,
bro, I've never heard any ill-mannered, ill-minded comments about Young Thug besides the potential that he's gay. And you know what?
And that came and went.
Exactly. And even if he was my nigga, he getting more money than you. He's still fucking more bitches than you. Straight like that.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm so confused on why he came out like that, but
it
makes sense now.
It broke a barrier.
Yeah.
He basically was like, I'm gonna throw this dress on, but if a nigga try me, I'm gonna hit him with the Draco.
That's what he said when they
And that song had to wear the dress because I had to hide the stick.
Exactly. Who asked him that? Adam, right? Adam 22. He's like, why you had the dress on? He said I had the chopper under or something like that. Like
straight like that.
Some gangster shit. Like,
excuse me.
Yeah, you good, bro. So we're gonna dive back into getting to know GSK. So
yeah,
during your upbringing, what is something that you went through that changed who you are today?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. When my father was going and back and forth in prison, shit like that, that always made me have the mindset like, he not gonna be around all the time, so I gotta hold it down. Even if I'm 7 years old, 8 years old. Like, I gotta hold it down for my mom, straight like that. Not working wise, but like, I gotta just be there. You feel me? I can't. I know my pops. I know all the shit he been through, so I know he would want me to be a solid figure. I would never fold. You feel what I'm saying? It's always about standing on your 10 toes. And if you don't get that now, you won't be able to grasp that later. And that, being one of those kids that went to school, got good grades, niggas tried to fuck with, got flexed on, straight like that. Like, I was never one of those kids who was like, yo, bro, I'll fuck you up, blah, blah, blah. Like, press me. Come press me. A button gonna get pushed and you're not gonna like it. Like, word like that. Going back and forth from house to house when I was younger, like moving a lot, because we used to move a lot. Like,
this is when you was in the Bronx, or this is when you was up here?
See, like when I was in the Bronx, I was like 14, 15,
okay,
living with my older brother and shit. But this is when I was younger, living in Poughkeepsie. We used to move a lot because, like, it's like, boom, you can't stay in one place and make that your primary. It's nothing is ever permanent unless you like where you live. And my mom was always one of those ladies who was like, you know what, this is nice, but it could be better. My mom a nurse, you feel me? So that touched home to me. I always will fuck with my mom. I love my mom. I kill anybody for my mother, straight like that. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure anybody would. But my mom has always been a solid role in my life. Like, she used to tell me this shit when I was younger. She would say, I'm a triple S. And I'm not talking Balenciaga, you feel me? I'm smart, I'm strong, and I'm special. And I would carry that with me every day, regardless of going to a white school, getting called a nigger, like, you feel me? That none of that shit would have fazed me. Because at the end of the day, I know what I'm meant to do and I know what I'm here for. I'm never worried about the naysay. I'm never worried about what you're saying. I'm never worried about what he's talking about. Because if you're talking about me, I'm doing something right. I gotta be. Especially being like 9 years old, 10 years old, and niggas is running their mouths about me in elementary school. Like, what the fuck am I doing for you to run your mouth about me in elementary school? Like, come on, bro. Obviously, I wasn't doing nothing back then, but like, it's like, damn, y'all niggas is sucking dick then. Y'all still gonna suck dick now. Straight like that. That's all niggas do. All niggas do is dick ride and suck dick. Like, no homo, but like, niggas are gay. Like, niggas up here and in this area, if you're on the way to success, they're right there with you. Where were you niggas when I was in the drought? Where were you niggas when I had my dick down in the dirt? Nowhere to be found. And that's crazy.
Who friends like five of you? We should be sticking together. Nah,
exactly.
That's the first thing that came to my mind when you said that.
Like, where do niggas go? Where does the time go? Straight like that.
What I found out about people up here is like, just like with a sport, like niggas like their bandwagon.
Word.
You know me? Like,
straight like that. If you not the popping shit right now, niggas will not fuck with you. And you know why? That's because niggas always want something for you. Back to the handout shit. If you want a handout, you can get your hands chopped. Straight like that. It's like, what's the point of trying to join my wave when you could be creating your own path?
That's like what I'm trying to do. That's also what Hoffa said. I'm like, what I said to him. I said, when you get on the rise, like when you get the clout to be able to bring someone with you up, not I didn't say it like that, but like when you're able to help out other rappers and shit, like how would you go about that? And he said, like, the way I see it is, if me and you are both rappers, right, and you working and I'm working and I get up first, you should be able to link with me up there. You feel me? Like, you shouldn't be
waiting for me to come get you.
Right.
And I'll tell you something about that too. A lot of niggas wait for your mans to get put on. Listen, if you a real friend, you're going to be there for your mans regardless of the music, regardless of the fame, regardless of the money. You're going to be there with your niggas through the mud. And right now, for me, I only got like 2 friends like that. I know a lot of niggas going to get pissed off when they see this interview. But all of you niggas is leeches and bums. You feel me? Niggas be sharing clothes. I'm trying to share goals with niggas, bro. I'm trying to be in Boca Raton smoking a fat Cuban in a Ferrari by the age of 22. Like, what's the point of not having aspirations, my nigga? Like, why do you want to be the next man so bad? Like Hoffa said, you said, once you get up there, we both doing the same thing. Why can't you meet me there? Why can't you meet me there? Why can't you go as hard as I did? Why can't you put the blood, sweat, and tears into what I do the same way you want to do it? Nah, you would rather get the feature, and then you get 5K plays, and you feel like you popping now. Like, it makes no sense, bro. Like, stop bandwagoning, stop riding dick. None of you niggas was fans of the Bulls when nobody was playing but Jordan. Straight like that. That's what niggas be on. Niggas is like the Warriors fans. Niggas did not fuck with the Warriors in 2007.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. But now Steph Curry on it dropping threes, and that's the best team in the league, right? Get out of here.
So the reason why I asked that question regarding like what Hoffa said is because like as far as music, that's how I kind of looked at it. Like I wanted to do features with people who were popping and shit. It wasn't working out, but that's because I wasn't looking at it the way I should have been looking at it, right? Because I wanted to be on. I wanted to be the hottest shit out of town, right?
Yeah.
But now I switched lanes. Now I'm doing this shit.
Yeah.
So back to what Hoffa said when I asked him, what would you do as far as helping your people out? I'm gonna be like you said. Like people looking for handouts to help a hand. I'm gonna be the latter to try to get people up.
Exactly, and that's one thing that Delroy used to tell me all the time. Like, what's the point of working with these bum ass niggas if they don't want to build a ladder together and get out? Mm-hmm. And that's real shit, my nigga. There's so much talent up here, but niggas hate and niggas envy and niggas think they hot shit, but you're not. Nobody knows you. Just because the 500 to 700 people that you went to school with know you, don't mean niggas know you, bro.
Right.
Straight like that. And like, it's annoying to niggas like me who've been trying to do this shit for so long, and then niggas like you pop out the cut and niggas is just like, oh yeah, that nigga's fire. Mm-hmm. He could be fire, but is he going hard? Just because you fire don't mean you got the streets on fire. Mm-hmm. And just because you got the game on lock don't mean you got shit on lock. Best believe there are a lot of keys to open a lot of doors, and a lot of these niggas are never gonna touch those keys. Like, it's like wanting to go to the MLB or the NFL or the NBA. If you're not working like there's a million people right there, what's the point of training, bro? Straight like that. Like, Allen Iverson, the practice thing where he was like, practice, we talking about practice. Allen Iverson, even though he ain't go to practice, niggas are going to know who that nigga is forever. Because Allen Iverson put that pain in. Allen Iverson was a nigga from the streets. Allen Iverson was a nigga who
different at that time. He did a lot of out of the extraordinary shit at that time.
A nigga tried to be a rapper at one point.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure he was like one of the first rappers that came. Not rappers, excuse me. He was one of the first players that I think braided their hair. I think.
Yeah, bro, they would find that nigga. Mm-hmm. Find him.
And I think he was one of the first players to start flexing the jewelry.
Oh, yo, him and I'm not gonna hold you. His shit is calm. PJ Tucker. Mm-hmm. PJ Tucker be flexing the jewelry and it kicks OD. Mm-hmm. But PJ Tucker, he'll have a simple two-tone. He won't have a flooded bezel. You feel me? Because he knows classy look better. Mm-hmm. Like, you could go get that flooded rollie when you blow up. Why wouldn't you get a plain jean that's gonna have value for years on years on years? Nigga, as soon as you add diamonds to a watch, throw it out. Mm-hmm. Throw it out. You're gonna lose it. Basically, that's what it is. Niggas be buying diamond watches every day. 9 times out of 10, all the diamonds fake.
You can't resell it or whatever, and like
it's got no monetary value. Mm-hmm. You buy something and it depreciates instantly because you want to flood it out. Right. Like, it's different when you like, oh yeah, we sitting on a couple million right now. Let me go buy an iced out watch that I'm going to wear every day. I'm gonna take care of, not something I'm gonna keep and try and give like sell. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Like, that's what niggas do. Niggas recycle their jewelry and sell their jewelry and shit like that. That's why I could never be one of those artists.
What's the first big rap check? I mean, excuse me, let me rephrase that. What's the first thing you would buy with your first big rap check?
My mama crib. And I feel like a lot of niggas say that, but they don't do it. Mm-hmm. They don't do it. You go blaze shit on a chain, you get your homies fly, and then your mom's still living in the hood. What is the point of that? What is the point of getting this bread and being a real nigga if you're not holding down real responsibilities? Like, yeah, that's cool. Go get a watch, go get a little chain. After you take care of your people. Mm-hmm. After you take care of your people. Straight like that. At the end of the day, it goes back to them. It boils down to them. Those are the people who lifted you up when you were so low and wanted to see you get high as fuck. So, you gotta go back for them. You can't leave them to dry. Like, your niggas, yeah, you could flood them out and you could bless them with everything. But they come second. It's family. Family is key. Family is always number one. Family and God right there. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm not a religious nigga, but like, I know that there's a God. Like, you feel me? There's something up there. There's something up there that be wanting to see niggas do good and niggas do bad. Mm-hmm. And you either get tested and you fail, or you triumph. And a lot of niggas fail. But that makes you a winner at the end of the day, because boom, you gotta fail at least 100 times before you could be good. Michael Jordan said it. I lost so many games until I became a champ. Mm-hmm. Like, it all goes hand in hand. It's like washing your hands, bro. fear, triumph, all of that go together, and then you make that move.
I'm not gonna front. I feel like I'm sitting next to an old head right now.
Yo, you know what's crazy, bro? I'm not gonna hold you. I be talking to these older niggas and shit, and they be like, yo, bro, you carry yourself in such a way that a lot of young niggas don't. And I'm like, you know what? It's because I peep game. I see what niggas have been saying for years. When I was 9 years old, I was chilling with my older brother who was, 18. Me and my brother are like 9 years apart. So I was always around the older niggas. I was never chilling with the younger niggas. Never could be me. I don't like, a lot of niggas are simple-minded, bro. Not me. I got millions to make.
That's a fact, bro.
Straight like that.
That's a fact. So like you pretty much just stick to yourself and shit.
Yo, I mean, I got a little crew. I got a little group of niggas, but like.
You got a manager or not?
Yeah. Shout out my manager, Escape the NYC on Instagram, and we be doing a lot of shows in the city. That's my older brother. You feel me? So I want to shout him out. I want to shout out my other bro, Almighty Red. He's another one that helps me, mentors me, and teaches me how to do shit. Be plugging me in with certain shit. So best believe I be working.
That's good. That's good. So back to the music side of things. Fucking when you do a show, what is like your lineup of songs?
Yo, bro, I take everything I got, every single song I've ever made, and I just feel the vibe of the room. I don't worry about, yo, bro, you want to hear this, you want to hear that. Nah, I will take a request if you're a fan, but straight like this, I'm gonna give you the show you want, or I'm gonna give you a show you don't want. And at the end of the day, you still gonna watch. You paid to get in. I'm a real nigga. I ain't gonna counterfeit nothing with you. You want to hear a song? Best believe I'll do that song for you. But if you don't want to hear a song, that don't mean I'm not gonna do it. And like, I got like maybe every time I perform, maybe I put like 100 songs in a file, and we just hit shuffle and we go from it.
Oh shit!
I'm not one of those niggas
you just
that
hit shuffle.
Yeah, I don't practice, cause like
you don't rehearse.
It's not even that. It's just like I've been rehearsing for so long in the mirror in the bathroom, so I got that shit on lock.
Right, I was about to say.
I got that shit on lock, bro. Like niggas, I got live auto tune when I perform. Like a lot of niggas don't take the steps to make their shit sound right. So like when we do stage appearances and shit like that, we come with our own shit. We're not using the sound system we're not using none of that. We coming with everything, on mics, all of that. That's how we gotta be. I can't depend on your bullshit failing on me. I always need a backup plan. And that backup plan is having your own shit.
That's some real shit right there.
Just getting into it. Like, boom, you want to go buy a car, right? How you going to go buy a car without putting at least $4,500 down? Can't do it. You got to have that right there. You got to have that backup. You got to have all of that. You can't depend on your mans to bring you to work every day when you're 23.
It's a fact, bro.
Like, come on, bro. Pick it up.
Just for the record, I'm 22, so.
Yeah, and I'm 19, so we not that far apart.
We both in our own lane and shit.
Exactly.
Because I would much rather be hitting you up on Instagram, like how we spoke on Instagram, with me doing this, versus me having the little bullshit page that I have for the music and be like, yo, let me get a feature or something.
And I'm not going to hold you. I'm not one of those niggas who tell anybody no for a feature. Like, best believe I charge for features now. Features are definitely going up in numbers. But if I fuck with you, you get the free one all the time. It's all about, like, building, you know? If a bum nigga or a trash artist or, like, somebody in a different caliber I don't fuck with or I don't like, you got to pay for the feature. Simple as that. Because what do I look like going out of my way to work with somebody who is subpart of what I do? Right. I can't make myself look bad.
That's what I'm saying, because like that's perfect you said that, because I was going to ask you that anyway. Like when you like say someone hits you up, right?
Yeah.
You look at, they're like, yo, I want to link whatever. You look at their page and like they're posting a whole bunch of random shit, but then they got the SoundCloud link in their bio.
Yeah.
Don't that throw you off?
It throws me off to the point where it's like, all right, nigga, you want to make music or what are you doing, bro?
That's what I'm saying. Because
you can't do everything.
Yeah, because when someone hits me up like, yo, can I come up and like spit, or like can I come up and get an an interview? I look at their page and it's like, you like, what are you really doing, bro? Like, it's not really like you're not certified in what you do, and not certified like people respect you, but like you're not taking what you're taking
what you're doing seriously, right. Straight like that. And like a lot of niggas don't take what they do serious. And if you're not taking it serious, like I said in the beginning of the interview, get the fuck out the door. We don't got time for that. We don't got time for being in the studio with labels and there's 100 niggas in here that we don't know. Like, what the fuck are you doing in here? You trying to smoke this weed and chill with all these bitches? Shit. Like, get out of here. You and the bitches leave. We got work to do.
Fact.
Straight like that. We get up
Fact.
with you later.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
That's why I do this by myself. Like, he pulled up by himself too, which I fuck with.
Yeah,
and,
I don't like a crowd, bro.
Mm-hmm, and he could vouch. There's no one behind these cameras. Like, no extra hands doing this. Like, literally do it. Like, do it how you expect it to be done.
Out the mud.
Exactly.
Out the mud.
Like,
pain gang, straight like that. Putting that pain, and you're gonna get that pressure. And when that pressure pop, everything gonna rise up.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
So fucking honestly, I didn't know that you was from around here. So
yeah, bro.
As far as the music, and you said what you said earlier, what is something you would want to see like out of the music from here happen?
I would like to see more open doors, less you not popping so you can't fuck with us. I don't think anybody in this area should be acting like they're top shit when they're not. Like, okay, boom, the only nigga I think that could say something like that, Partisan Fontaine. Partisan Fontaine is the only one that got the type of power with this music shit to be like, yeah, you can't be around. You know why? That nigga put in his time, he put in his pen, and he did everything that he could in his ability to make his dream work. And now look at this nigga. Billboards. Flooded out watches like this, and he's still a humble nigga. Doing turkey drives in Newburgh still. And he popped
in the
bro.
Newburgh High School.
Exactly. He's holding it down. That's the definition of I did this for my city. A lot of niggas do this for themselves, bro. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I love Poughkeepsie. I ain't got nothing against it. But when I blow up, I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna give back to my community. But I ain't gonna stay here. I ain't gonna love this place. This place ain't never show me no love, bro. This place only show me nothing but hatred and evil shit, bro. So with that being said, we take that and we learn and we move forward. We don't sit here and wallow. We like, all right, boom. You can either get one in the leg or the head. Which one you gonna take?
See, I feel what you're saying on that, but I look at it different now.
Talk to me.
Because, like, I used to be on that, like, oh, you ain't do shit for me type of shit, so you ain't getting nothing from me type shit. But it's like, the way I look at it now is, like, I want to be the helping hand for everybody, whether you didn't fuck with me or I did something to you or whatever. You feel me? Like, before I started this shit, because I want my shit to be so official, I hit people up that I had problems with this and that, like, yo, bro, whatever. Like, my fault. If I owe someone an apology, and this is the segment right here.
Yeah.
This is the positive segment right
Word.
here. Like, bro, like, it's alright to tell niggas you sorry or like shit like that.
That's
to
real man
shit.
shit.
To make shit progress. To get shit to the next level.
Because you don't want to be
me?
sitting in the same place you was when you was in high school.
Right.
Straight back to that mindset. Like, niggas would be so envious of you that they won't go out of their way to say sorry when they fucked you over. But then you don't say nothing and you pop off and niggas like, oh, this nigga think the shit. Like, back to that. Like, you can't be the shit if you're not taking care of what you got to take care of. I'm never going to be that nigga to come to Poughkeepsie with $1 million and be like, yo, see that bum right there? Fuck that nigga. Nah, nigga, he gonna eat, he gonna eat, he gonna eat, he gonna eat. If I see somebody less fortunate, I'm gonna help. I don't care about none of that bullshit that these other niggas be on. Like, that flashing shit will get your ass jacked. Straight like that. And if you're not really on some giving back shit, nothing's gonna get put into you. You gotta give back to gain something. And even if you're not gaining something, you're gaining knowledge, you're gaining wisdom, you're gaining an experience. That's exactly how
I'm looking at it.
You're gaining an experience. You're not gaining a payout. Like, you know, a lot of niggas do it for the money. The money ain't gonna be there when you get popped. The money ain't gonna be there when you die. Like,
the way I look at what I'm trying to do is, because as far as what we talking about, like progressing and helping people and like giving back and shit, just like World Star. You know how long World Star's been out, right?
Bro, World Star's been out for so long, bro. He started off as a little platform to becoming a super social media. Like, niggas go on World Star to find videos and niggas getting beat up.
Right, and he passed away like a couple years ago.
And
and that shit is still going.
Exactly.
That's how I want this shit to be in like X amount of years. You feel me? Because yes, bro. Because what I'm trying to do is like say no one. A lot of people know who you are, right? But say no one know who you are, right? You come up on my shit. Now everybody knows who you are. And now you are a famous artist. Your shit got verified like after like a couple weeks on being on my shit. Word. That's how I want this shit to be eventually.
You're giving a platform for the people with the voice who don't want to be heard.
Exactly, bro.
Word. And honestly, bro, so like think about it like this, like No Jumper. There's a No Jumper and then there's Tyler's Room. Like, No Jumper only focuses on popping artists and niggas who are about to blow. You're looking for niggas who are getting into the process of trying to find out what artistry is.
Exactly.
Where they're trying to go with this shit. So
and not only artists too, bro.
Everything,
bro. Because honestly, it was started off as a comedy page. Like I was doing little skits and shit, and then I always had this idea in my head, but since the beginning of this year, but I didn't start it until like a month ago.
Okay.
So we on a good. We got the ball rolling right now, but like I said, back to what I said before, I want this to be like the unity that everyone wants to see. That wants to see the unity. You feel me? Like as long as you fuck with me and you come up here and like show me your work and shit, like. We sit down and we chat it up. You come up here, you do a little freestyle. We're going up, bro. As long as everyone could like link. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Bro.
It's like you want to build.
I want to build with everybody, everybody. Yeah. Whether you fucked with me or not, whether I didn't fuck with you or not.
Basically, what he's trying to tell niggas is he wants to put everything to the side and move forward.
That's what I'm saying.
That's all life is about, moving forward. If you're staying stuck, you're not gonna swim. You will drown.
Exactly.
You will drown. End of story.
Gone drizzle.
Niggas be drowning every day. Best believe that.
Mm-hmm. So fucking to wrap up this interview, bro. Is there anything you want to tell to your fans and give out to the people?
Yeah, best believe I got like 8 projects coming out this year, and we're gonna drop a couple singles, couple videos. I'm gonna have some free merch for all my real fans. I'm not gonna sit here and go back and forth with all of these other niggas. Niggas be sharing clothes. You smoke good weed. We don't worry about none of that shit over here. I got something very special coming with a very big producer. I don't want to tell y'all about it, but best believe you'll hear it very soon. And for the rest of 2019, we're going to go hard until 2020 comes so we can keep that.
Hold on. I seen you posted something, Kold Winter.
Yeah, that's my project that I'm about to drop next week.
Next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have an official date yet, but it's in the mastering process and it's almost done.
Okay.
So best believe it's going to come out.
But hold on. One more thing before we get up out of here. I keep looking at that, bro. Show the people that real quick. What's that say right there?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, this is from my friend's mom's funeral. She had passed away. It's something in Hebrew. Like it's like I don't even know what it means, but like it's like a prayer. Mm-hmm. It's like what they send you off to once you die. So I got it and I just always kept it there because it's like it's not like life isn't promised. Mm-hmm. In the way that my friend's mom had died, it was weird. Mm-hmm. So it was like keeping this was like a memento in a way to like keep going forward. Like, don't let shit slow you up. Don't let shit stop you. When you got something that's worth going for, go for it. No hesitation. Go hard or go home. Straight like that. Mm-hmm. You don't want to be a nigga that niggas know for a year. You want to be known for eons. You want to be years ahead. And that's how I think about it. Can't be sitting here being one-track minded.
Another gem.
Another one. Like DJ Khaled said. Straight like that.
Yo. You've been a good guest, bro.
Of course,
I definitely like this interview a lot. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Facts.
Peace.
Holla at us. Not for the Taliban.
Chasing the motherfucking baggies. Fell in love.